there was a debate over who's going to be the first pick of the draft. Um, he needs to eat some humble pie. He needs to settle down.
It seems like he did it to himself.
Yes.
Now that we know that the words from that unnamed assistant coach presumably were 100% sincere.
Yep.
Because the Yacht Rock playlist consultant, our friend, sent me a text last night and said, well, I guess it wasn't a smokescreen.
Oh, right.
And it wasn't a smokescreen. Apparently, it was the truth as that guy saw it. And apparently, other teams in the league also saw something that they didn't like, because a guy that we thought could be a number one pick a relatively short while ago doesn't even go in the first round. 32 teams agree. Then I think
no senior ball.
You need to go take a look in the mirror.
Yeah.
And really reflect on this, because if they want to pretend that this is an NFL problem and not a Shedeur problem, I think that Dion, and I think that's how Dion and Shedeur are certainly going to approach this. I think that they're doing themselves a disservice, because I know that Dion thinks that he's above it all, and Shedeur as his kid is above it all. But I don't think that is the reality here at all. I think the reality is you said, Ron, it's eat some humble pie. Think about what you've done. What is the message that you sent to these teams that allowed for this to happen?
Yep.
Jackson Dart, remember Dion saying, like, please, yesterday we had the quote, Jackson Dart, come on now. Well, guess what? That's not how the New York Giants felt. They traded up to get a quarterback last night, and they traded up not to get your son. They traded up to get the kid that you were throwing shade at, Dion.
Yeah. Ricky, one of the things that I think you always have to think about is it's not always about talent, and some would argue he's not that talented. Is he good? Sure. Is he going to make an NFL roster? He absolutely is. But you're walking into a locker room with grown-ass men who are professionals, and they don't want some cocky little kid with an attitude. I heard stories about Tom Brady that after he had become Tom Brady, right? The Tom Brady we know that everybody arguably the greatest quarterback ever. A free agent would walk into the locker room, and Tom would walk up and say, "Hi, how are you doing? I'm Tom." Like, that's who you need to be your quarterback.